This is Will in 50LA. I've picked up this Heathkit SP-600 speaker as part of an estate sale, and it's in bad shape. I'm going to do a quick restoration of this guy, and it's going to involve a little woodworking. If you've got some woodworking tools and some scrap lumber, this is a nice Sunday afternoon project. Let's go. Heath used 1-inch builder's grade plywood, and I've rarely come upon one of these that wasn't crumbling as these things succumb to moisture and just the glue drying out and the ply separating. So first of all, I'm going to remove the speaker. Take a better look at this. Now, I'm going to remove the front grille. Okay, it's totally falling apart as I try to separate it. I want to keep it intact as much as possible because I'm going to want to use this to make a template. Okay, these are holding the medallion on the front. Once you pull them off, they're really hard to use again. I don't know if we'll be able to use them. We'll try. I had this piece of scrap plywood on hand. It's not quite thick enough, but it's going to work. Let's see, that's the original. That's the plywood. Okay, there's my outline. And now, on your jigsaw, it's good if you have a finer blade than I have. This is going to work though, it just means I'm going to have a little more sanding to do at the end. So mine is just a hair too wide. It's better to go a little bit under than a little bit over because it's really hard with a jigsaw. If that's all you got, it's hard to trim that down. I have a table saw, so I can do that. Okay, took a little bit of tweaking, but that fits. Okay, now I've aligned the pieces of plywood. Okay, that's approximately what we want right there. Drilled out some starter holes on each side. And yes, I know there are better ways of cutting a hole. This is for people with minimal tools like me. Okay, there's my oval. I'm not gonna show a close-up because it's not very good, but it's okay. The main thing is it fits nicely and it's gonna hold my speaker. Now I want to paint it flat black on one side. I'm gonna get my sander with a medium grade sandpaper and just go over all this glued particle board plywood and get it off of there. I'm not going to worry too much about going all the way to the metal on that side. Doesn't matter, that's where our wood's going to glue down. But this side, I want to get that down to the metal. It won't take long. Next, the paint job. So for paint, you want to use Heathkit green. It's not really dark green. I don't know why they put that on there. I have these specially made. I sell them on my website and on eBay. This is the perfect match for these grill covers. Not bad. Now I want to clean all the grunge off the speaker. The best cleanser for that, as everyone knows, is acetone. That's better, not perfect, but it's pretty good. I want to align this and drill my 4 holes. So you remember those one-way clips? They are toast. So to get this medallion back on there, I'm going to resort to my old friend. Just going to put a little on my dental pick. In 50 years, when they restore this speaker again, they're going to see my trick. And that's okay. This cabinet is a holy mess. Hello, cat. But guess what? We've got SB series gray-green spray paint. I'm going to give it a light sanding with medium grade sandpaper. apply some primer. When that dries, I'm going to paint it. It's a beautiful day on South Padre Island. Next day, and I've got my cabinet and front grille drying in the sun. They're looking great. Okay, now it's time to mount speaker, plywood bezel, or whatever it is, and grill cover. At this point, I could swap out the cord, but I like it. It's a good cord, cleaned up well with crud cutter, and it's got a built-in jack, so it's a good one. I'm going to keep it. I've got the original screws back in. I did paint the screw heads after treating the rust, so I'm going to just flip this over and attach the speaker. Obviously, the medallion needs to go opposite where these setback posts are. As you're easing that in, the speaker sometimes comes out beyond that bezel. You got to just kind of work it in and pull open the cabinet a little bit, just a little bit. And it's in. To get the front feet in, you just need a 2-inch wide threaded rough drywall screw. That's how Heathkit designed it. This screw goes into the plywood. And then the back feet, pretty straightforward, just 1/2-inch screws. Just like that. Well, it's sounding good, and by God, it looks good. I'm testing it out on my HW101. You may have noticed that the medallion is normally at the top. The instructions call for it to be mounted up here. I like it down there. I think that looks more attractive. And I'll tell you why. When the HW101 is at normal operating height, check it out. This logo is in line with that medallion. This just seems more logical to me. But you know what? It's Heathkit, and you can modify it the way you want. So, if you've got an SP-600 that looks as bad as mine did, I encourage you to go to work on it. It's a nice little rewarding project. That's it, 73.